This is what I get for doing this in my living room instead of going back into the luxurious VNs Now HQ. But we'll pull it back there probably for the next take because the phone, I'm doing this all in one shoot, and the phone has kept interrupting me and I've had to stop and answer it and get some things out of the way because the work never stops here at the VNs Now HQ. But JP the Third, as usual, with you, and we are possibly on the final bits of Chrysanthemum Tea. Let's see where this goes. We have finally met the invisible Aunt Meng, so let's go from there. I'm the holder of all fortunes, Theodore. I know what you know, what you wish to know, and what you will know, and also what you will never know. Heh. What is your problem? Can you drop the creepy old lady act? You don't have a lot of time, Theodore. You will lose your opportunity soon. And if you would stop uttering creepy messages, I might not be wasting time talking to you. Are you sure you're making the right decision? You might not be persuaded easily, but you will have to open your eyes and face the truth later. Even your new friend might not be what she seems. Now I'm to see why Chris is scared of you. She's a bright child, isn't she? A little airheaded, but she catched on quick. Yeah, sure. Bye. Hey, come back soon. I never will. Of course, Theo. You will never see me again. Why is Rena calling me? Hello, what do you want, Rena? What kind of friend did you get yourself, Theodore? Are you crying? Theo, who is this girl you befriended? That girl. I can't English. I just told you, her name's Chris, and you know where I met her and where she works. Rena, calm down and tell me what happened. That witch. I don't care what you do. Just cut all ties with her. She's not as good as she seems. Yep. Her family killed Karina's family, and now we're just going in a weird direction. So let's just follow this along. Hello, Rena? Rena? I just had that old lady giving me cryptic messages, and now Rena's yelling random things? What does she mean? That witch. Witch? If what Rena means is true, then no, it can't be. But Rena wouldn't lie. Not about this. Those thoughts were just left in my head, and I burst out of my apartment and started running like a wild dog. They were so scary, yet so unbelievable, yet so incomplete. Wait, Chris? Theo. I'm sorry, Theo. Chris, what Rena said couldn't have been true. I won't believe it was you. I don't know what she said, Theo, but it's obvious I can't be around anymore. You were a good friend to me. I wish I could have stayed with you longer. But things have spiraled out of my control. Chris, I don't care what has happened to you. Rena never told me, so I don't care whether you tell me or not. But I cannot describe how meeting you has changed me. For the first time, I actually didn't feel like I was wasting time. I felt like I had gotten everything out of my head. You don't have to leave just because of what Rena said. I couldn't be bothered about what you did. No, Theo, it's more than that. I cannot live here without meeting Rena every day. Without being a witch. Would a witch be as joyful and optimistic as you? Will she be as caring as you? Theo, don't hurt me like that. I've done horrible things in the past. They were atrocious. Now I'm paying the price of my mistakes because of how childish I was. My only wish was to get to know you better. I wanted to help you because you seemed upset. I didn't think it would actually work. So, is that what you're going to do? After all those friendship lessons you gave me, you're going to ditch me? I waited here just to say goodbye. So, bye. Chris ran up to me and hugged me again, but this time I didn't stop her. I could hear a muffled cry as she held tightly onto me. Slowly she moved away from me. Bye, Theo. I'm really sorry. But I'll never forget you. I wish you'd never forget me either. No, Chris! I'm sorry, Theo. Maybe I should have never met you. I just wanted to make use of every second of being with you. I'm so sorry I didn't save you, Rena. I have no words to say. And most of all, I'm so sorry, Auntie Ming. What I was afraid was going to happen did happen. I should have listened to you. Then maybe I wouldn't have had to pay a bigger price. It was too late. She shuddered off so quickly, yet ever so gracefully, that I couldn't do anything but watch. I fell on my knees, too tired to get up or fall down. What have I done? No! What happened? Why did it have to turn out like this? Of course I'd never forget you, Chris, but how can I remember you like this? A cloud night. We've reached the end! We have reached the end of the game. So, it definitely... This game was like a better thought out, always the same Blue Sky, and if you didn't catch my review of it, definitely go back and read it. Just from what they were trying to do with that, these folks did it much better. So we're back on the, yeah. So they did it much better. It drug in a lot of different areas where I know they were trying to build up the relationships and the friendships, but it did drag in a lot of areas. And where it could have really been tightened up and formed a little bit, a little bit more cohesion. The dialogue was good. There was a lot of dialogue and banter that really worked out well between the characters. Definitely a bit editing, but again, it's NaNoRenO. You're not going to get everything knocked down and exactly perfect and in order. But overall, it didn't need to be. This was not an hour and 30 minutes, and that's even with me blabbing. It didn't have to be as long as it had to be, but for what we got, it was okay. It was a pretty good game, and definitely much better than what we started off with. So hopefully we will see them do a little bit more in the future. I can see them taking this idea and stretching it out and fulfilling it, because we did not get any answers. We don't know what happened with Karina's parents, what Chris had to do with it, how she disappeared that quickly. We got really the kind of the basic slice of life tale, and then a whole bunch of questions, and then literally, as you guys saw, the end. So there's a lot they can still do if they decide to come back to this. If not, maybe in the next game they'll pace themselves a little bit better, get some things under control, explain more things. They still have a lot to learn, but the team did a pretty good job here, all things considered. So, to the card. Let's see how well we did. Alright. We had text in the game, and despite some hints at a Chinese background, since it wasn't proven one way or the other, I'm going to go with all white cast. So there. There were a few romantic themes there, so we're going to fill that in as well. We had our male protagonist. It was a slice of life tale, clearly, and we started off with him being more of a tsundere, so we're going to fill that one in. Supernatural themes. Don't know where the setting was, so I'm not going to fill in either block. But overall, we had a couple of tropes there, a couple of strong tropes that tend to follow the English visual novel genre, but no bingo just yet. I know we're going to get it, I just don't know when. So yeah, that was Chrysanthemum Tea. Well, I'll put the link in the description just in case you guys want to check it out for yourselves and leave your own opinions. But if you liked just kind of the series, and this series I really like, I wanted to analyze. I can analyze short games, but when you get this long, I think it was almost 2 hours, if not over 2 hours, analyzing every bit just gets old, and it just gets to where you can't do it. So we will probably, in shorter games, or when there's something that we can definitely pull apart and analyze, we'll do a little bit more analysis of it. But for what here, if you just like those kind of slice of life tragic heroine tales and just friendship, beating you over the head with friendship, you'll like it. For me, the themes came on a little strong, especially near the end. I was calling this stuff 3 or 4 videos ago. So it was okay. It was a decent attempt, and for them to finish it and to get solid quality out of this game for NaNoRenO is a feather in their cap. So good luck to them in the future, and we will see you guys here next time. Leave a like if you're enjoying the series. Leave a comment if you have something to say. If you have something to say, of course, I don't know. I don't know what our next series is going to be. By the time there is one more game I wanted to check out before we hit the NaNoRenO deadline tonight, but we'll see if I can finish it, because this took out more time than I thought it would. But yeah, and of course, vnsnow.com, as always. Check out vnsnow.com for all your visual novel needs. I have been JP the Third, and we'll see you next time.